You see the stage wins, laps led. They really are really strong here, but it seems like when it really comes down to taking the high risks, everybody's game, and somebody else finds their way to victory lane. So we'll see.
NASCAR on TNT is back. We're glad you're with us on this Saturday night.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Some great help to get clear from his teammate. He's going to jump in front of Josh Berry on that outside line. Now the 22 of Logano and Josh Berry are clear. Which teammate do they jump in front of? Cindric up high, Blaney down low.
It seems simple, but that was a perfect example of why Logano's so good. Instantly he knows it's about what's happening behind. He picks up that push and now easily controls the race.
Look at that orange number 6 outside lane. That was Brad Keselowski trying to make a move, jump up inside the top 5. There he is, looking for 4th alongside Blaney.
Haley squeezed in the middle back there. These straightaways are pretty wide. Corners narrow. The straightaways invite you to get in a spot you shouldn't be when you get to the end of the front stretch, especially here. The end of the dogleg nail, the track kind of turns left. There's a lot of room to just turn left, but you see Blaney kind of hanging it right.
There's an opportunity for contact down the front straightaway. Everybody has a bit of a different interpretation of where they need to be, what line they need to run down the front straightaway. Saw some issues in the Xfinity race last night because of the side drafting and contact. Brad Keselowski trying to hang tough on the outside of Blaney. Keeps continuing to get the run to be able to stay on that outside of the 12. Blaney would love to get clear to join the other Penske cars in that front line. Those 3 cars out front. Brad's got the help on the high side here, Adam. Looks like his teammate, the 60 Priest, is now behind the 6 car.
I loved your line in the drone map. A supercomputer. That's what the drivers needed to have, and you see instantly why. Every movement has to be just more precise and more committed is what I would say. If you're going to change lanes, you have to change them. You can't kind of nudge your way over.
Mentioned Priest, another one of the Fords up there. Behind him, 38, Zane Smith, looking for victory for the first time this year. 41, Cole Custer. That team has been performing at a high level lately. And right behind him, the 5 of Kyle Larson, the driver that doesn't always enter the conversation when we're racing in the draft. Won a stage here earlier this year, and they're getting closer and closer to winning at this style.
Well, he got out of the car the last time they raced in Atlanta and said, I had a lot of fun. That's the attitude. When you start having fun at these races, that's when they start going well. Brad Keselowski still on the outside of the 12. Can't seem to get clear. They can't really get to the back bumper of that 6 and give him the momentum. The 60 gets close, but then loses a little bit of aero grip, gets a little tight, has to come out of the gas. Brad's just barely hanging on that side draft, and here comes the 41 that'll push the 12 clear. Blaney is clear. Will he take the line away from the 6?
So clear, you can start a little bit.
Top 4 now, top 5, nose to tail at the front. Blaney slides in line. There's Keselowski behind him. And now it's the 60 of Priest, 41 of Custer side by side.
Watching as a driver, I'm seeing the outside line continue to prevail. So I'm going to be a little bit worried about being in the inside line. They don't have the numbers as well. They're about 1 car down on the inside line. That 41 hanging on the inside of the 60 there. Cole Custer, they had a great, just aren't handling quite as well. Don't have quite the grip that they're used to. Now, as it gets cooler, we get later in the night, that's going to improve somewhat. But you can already see this field starting to space out just a little bit. We're going to have cars that handle really good and cars that are going to really struggle here in another 10 or 15 laps.
Joe Logano qualified on the pole. He's led the first 12. In fact, he's led the last 6 races here in Atlanta. Top 5, Logano, Berry, Cindric, Blaney, and Zane Smith.
4 is on the top.
Now he's going to the top of the racetrack of Josh Berry. Great move. I think Brad Keselowski getting the fight here to take that in second spot. It's going to force Blaney to choose a good help here.
Hunt Brothers onboard camera riding with Joey Logano, and he's looking at what's coming from behind. Inside lane. the 21, outside Brad Keselowski, his old teammate.
Joey sees Brad coming. He's going to jump up there in front of the 6, get a little help off the nose of that 6 car, get pushed away, go back down, try to help his teammates, Josh Berry and Blaney. But every time that 6 starts to close the gap on the back of that 22, he's going to pull back up there. Berry's clear in the second.
21 and 6 are both clear. 21 stayed up. Berry's clear to him, and the Flappers both stay bottom here this time.
Right on board the Hunt Brothers camera.
Did you hear the voice in the voice of Coleman Presley talking on the radio? I mean, the spotter stand is a hectic place.
I love what I see out of Brad